So I told my mom I'm not rooting for the bad guys. Villains just have better theme music, better coats, and a little more riz. She told me to find new friends. No worries, I already did. Frieza, Aizen, Madara, welcome to the show where the baddies bring the aura, the heroes bring the therapy, and I bring snacks and strong opinions. Today, it's the villains who carry entire series on their shoulders and still refuse to pay rent for the space they take up in our heads. Frieza, Dragon Ball. Frieza is the user manual for anime villainy. Polite, like customer service right before they ruin your day, and destructive, like deleting apps at 3 a.m. Finnek wasn't just a fight, it was a global update called Super Saiyan, pushed live by pure hatred. Since then, Frieza treats death like a long weekend. Resurrection F, Super, and probably a cameo in your nightmares. When Frieza shows up, stakes jump, pulse spikes, and Goku cancels his weekend plans. If Frieza is the blueprint, Madara is the premium upgrade with no ads. Whisper his name and every village acts like the Wi-Fi died. Watch him arrive and thousands of shinobi turn into warm-up targets. Fire style changes the weather. A skyscraper-sized Susanoo blocks the sun, and then boom, meteor drop. Then another meteor because the first one looked lonely. Infinite Tsukuyomi wasn't a flex, it was peace by control, and it made everyone think harder than a final exam. Sosuke Aizen, Bleach. Aizen is the boss who praises your work and reveals the meeting is a betrayal party. Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. You don't fight Aizen, you doubt reality while he adjusts his glasses. When he ascends in the Arrancar saga, it feels like reality is taking notes just to keep up. He isn't a twist, he's a trust fall with nobody catching you. Meruem, Hunter x Hunter. Meruem arrives with enough strength and IQ to end a series by episode 3, treating humans like background noise. Then Komugi sits down with a board game and gently rearranges his soul. Through Gungi, the monster becomes a person, and the scariest being leaves holding someone's hand. He starts as terror and ends as tragedy. That range is why his story hits like a classic. Dio Brando, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If Za Warudo didn't echo in your head, please update your JoJo drivers. Dio is gloriously petty. He steals Jonathan's body like a limited edition jacket and poses on rooftops like it's Fashion Week. Jotaro vs. Dio isn't just a fight, it's culture. Muda vs. Aura. Time Stop versus unbothered swagger. And memes for decades. Nagato. Pain. Naruto. Pain speaks in stone tablet quotes and proves it by turning a village into a crater. His thesis is brutal but focused. If everyone understands pain together, maybe peace sticks. Naruto doesn't just beat pain, he reaches Nagato, making the arc a conversation about suffering disguised as a top-tier boss fight. Griffith, Berserk. This one still hurts. Griffith is the leader people follow into storms, which is why his betrayal feels personal. The eclipse isn't a twist, it's a ritual where trust is sacrificed to ambition. No lasers, no explosions, just choice. The damage isn't buildings, it's belief. Shogo Makishima, Psychopath. In a world where Sybil predicts crime, his coefficient stays low while he commits it calmly. He believes control kills choice, and tests that theory with literature quotes and surgical planning. Every scene with him feels like an argument you weren't ready to lose. Hisoka, Hunter x Hunter. Hisoka is chaos in clown drip. He'll help you today, just to enjoy beating you tomorrow. He doesn't want you weak, he wants you seasoned, equal parts mentoring and menacing. His duel with Crollo is chess with dynamite. Two geniuses, zero breaks. He isn't selling ideology, he's selling adrenaline. All for One, My Hero Academia. He's a walking archive of stolen quirks and very long plans. The All Might Showdown isn't just fists. It's the symbol of peace punching the symbol of fear so hard, the era changes color. Even in cuffs, he talks like the future owes him a favor, which is why he never feels gone. Father, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. From thing in a flask to wannabe god, he treats nations like puzzle pieces and homunculi like department heads. He loses because he never understands hearts. Messy, inconvenient, and exactly what he needed to win. If Arrogance wore a lab coat, it would look exactly like him. Sukuna, Jujutsu Kaisen. He changes the room's air pressure by existing. When he takes control, it's not a debate, it's a demonstration. He ends fights in ways that make you pause the episode and stare at your wall for a second. No tragic speech, no moral coupon, just rule and ruin. Terrifying and efficient. Muzan Kibutsuji, Demon Slayer. He's the origin, the first domino and the HR department of evil with a one strike and you're dust policy. In the Infinity Castle, he becomes a problem from every angle at once, treating subordinates like disposable passwords. He isn't just a villain, he's a very old problem that refuses to retire. Heroes inspire us to try, but villains force the story to move. They pressure the dream, test the resolve, and turn a good episode into the one everyone remembers. Tell me in the comments which baddie has the strongest aura, who's got the most riz, and who's living rent-free in your head like a roommate who never signed the lease.